back here at the Naparima College home grounds, Lewis Street, San Fernando. Kyle Ramdu on strike. 106 for 4 here. And I'm joined by Ian Mason.
106 for 4. They came together at 84. Kyle Ramdu is on 37. That's a wide, so a wide delivery. So they move on to 101. Leaving that to be picked up by the wicket keeper. 101 for 4. Naparima sent into bat first by Fatima. Fatima making the trip all the way from Mokarapu to sweet San Fernando in the southern part of Trinidad.
Yes, Ian, there's definitely no place like South Trinidad. I assure you, once you pass the Brian Lara Stadium, you feel a difference in the atmosphere and the welcoming nature of all of our southerners on this side of the island.
I always say that every time I come to the southern part of Trinidad and San Fernando, it feels different. It feels like I'm not in Trinidad anymore. It feels really different. And the same feeling I get when I go to Tobago. It feels like a whole different country altogether.
Yes, it's very much more open down here. Lots of greenery, fields, open spaces. The contrast in terms of when you go into Port of Spain and you pass the lighthouse, everything is just a bit congested, you know. I mean, thankfully there's the Queen's Park Oval in the middle of all of the city, and King George V Park and so on, and the Savannah as well. But in terms of, you know, just the open atmosphere, South is definitely, and Central as well, some of the most welcoming places in the country.
Just pushing that one to the fielder who would come from long on. Ramdu is driving but couldn't drive past extra cover. A lot of cricket these gentlemen play these days, because in the midweek you play for your school and on the weekend you play for your club.
And also when they have the zonal competition as well, that would be during the week. And I'm sure most of these youths will be playing in the under 19 or under 17 competitions based on the different age groups. See Ramdu here again driving to his opposing captain Davis. Those two seem to have a battle ongoing, either when Davis is bowling to Ramdu or when Ramdu is batting and Davis is feeling short there off the wicket. So very good to see that camaraderie as well as rivalry.
Yes, of course.
On the field of play.
Yes, of course, and it comes with that familiarity with the players.
Yes, as one of our colleagues mentioned just now, Ramdu would have been in Fatima previously and now down in Naparima College, so it's good to see him playing his trade and experiencing both aspects, but he'll certainly know those players from Fatima very well, and that might give him an advantage in terms of knowing the bowlers, but also would give them an advantage in terms of finding ways to get his wicket.
Certainly. The sunshine is bright here, but it's coming and going as the rain is coming and going. The drizzle, the sunshine. So it's a change of bowling. Malik Lewis is coming into the attack from the northern end. Right arm off break. He's pushing that on the onside. He will get no run. Flicking that, and that will run away for 4. That will run away. Nice flick on the leg side. In fact, it's signaled for wides by the umpire. At this side-on view we have, he looked like a brilliant flick shot, but as the umpire let us know it's a wide. Nonetheless, the result is the same, 4 runs plus the 1 for the wide, so it's 5 wides. Goes on the back foot and plays that on the onside. I would like to see players come on the front foot more often to the spinners, and not on the back foot. You'll be tying up yourself and getting yourself in a lot of problems when you continue to do that.
And especially with the constant drizzle that has been passing over the wicket, the moisture in the wicket would see the ball skidding on a bit quicker. So sometimes you might go on your back foot thinking that you can easily punch the ball and the ball could skid through quicker, stay lower, and trap you LBW, get you bowled. So front foot seems to be the best option here, as we see Fareez Ali leaving that one alone on the front foot. Seems to be a good judge of the ball and looking at the way it turned and so on, having an understanding of where he stands in relation to his wicket. That was a full toss, and it is carted for 6 over the road here. Thankfully no cars were damaged in the process, but surely an excellent shot there from Fareez Ali, hitting a full toss for 6 over the road into the car park and raising a lot of support from the Naparima in the stands.
Yes, the bowler Lewis erred there by bowling a full toss, something you should not be doing. Try to give the ball more air, try to pitch the ball up, but turn it into over pitched delivery or full toss. The batsman obliged for 6, sorry. This time he goes on the back foot. Maybe once he needs to see some video footage of Carl Hooper, who was an excellent player to spin. This one is short. He gets away. The batsman just tying up himself as well, but I think Lewis would count himself fortunate of not being punished. That one was extremely short. He's wiping his hands. That's the end of an eventful over that saw in excess of 12 runs. "11 runs, I beg your pardon."
Skinner Park end. Again a bit full in his length, and Ramdu coming forward, playing the ball cautiously.
As you mentioned, Sapa, the Skinner Park end, there's a lot of activity in the weekend coming up here. The Calypso Fiesta will be taking place at a spanking new Skinner Park that was opened yesterday. And the Calypso Fiesta will see, and this is one driving down to Long Wharf. So of course we have the Fiesta that will see 40 Calypsonians looking for spots to contest against reigning Calypso monarch Terry Lyons, and that will be at the Dimanche Gras on Carnival Sunday night. So Skin up. And he's in the air and he's gone. A very good delivery. Catching the batsman by surprise. He just flicked it on the onside.
Very, very disappointed with that dismissal there for Rees after he got himself in. Certainly seemed to be playing the ball very well. His strokes were measured. He was leaving alone the balls that were dangerous. And this ball is straight into his pads. Seemed like he tried to flick it along the leg side on the ground. But again, the ball seemed to have held up just a tad bit in the pitch. And that caused it to go aerial. Very, very simple catch for the fielder on the leg side there. A square leg. So, solve this missile again, and that seems to be an unfortunate trend so far in the Naparima lineup where batsmen have gotten themselves in, they have established their innings, and they have given their wicket away rather cheaply.
Yes, after to be seemingly going so well, it seemed there was an element of surprise there too. Unfortunate wicket. So Ramdu, the captain, has seen 2 wickets fallen on the opposite end since he has been batting. Didn't get to see the number on this jersey of the new batsman.
The new batsman, I believe, is Rahul Ali.
Rahul Ali. Rahul Ali did get a decent score last week in the win against Shiva Boys. Have to double check and see the score he made. Right-handed batsman. He's driving back down to the bowler. The bowler would oblige. Straight to the wicket keeper. Yeah. 131 for 5. Who's pushing it back on the onside? They will get no run.
Accelerate the run rate, come into the latter stage of their innings. Decent score thus far, but knowing fully well of the capacity of the Fatima batsmen, with some of the national youth players in their sides as well as some of their other domestic cricketers in the school. Us would certainly want to get a total, ideally I would say above 200. If they can reach it at 250 mark, that would be excellent. And we would certainly have a competitive game here, as Naps has some prowess with the ball and in the field as well. See the return of Caden Mack. Continue after his opening spell, which he got 2 wickets and 1 over. That certainly disrupted the Naparima batting lineup. First delivery there, pitching in or around the middle area where there's a slight sink in the turf itself. That led to somewhat of a long hop for Kyle Ramdu, but playing it cautiously after watching the demise of his fellow batsman, the similar deliveries.
So Rahul Ali has just come on to bat. Last week he made 111 not out. from 81 balls, 9 sixes and 8 fours. So a lot of batting in this team. So this time he's constrained with his number.
Yes, and last week the team was without Kyle Ramdu in the lineup. So Rahul definitely came to the forefront there. And now he joins Ramdu to see if they can establish a strong finish. Naparima coming to the stage of this innings.
So maybe now we can see some fireworks with Ali in the team. 9 sixes.
Yes, as he showed out onto the field, I must say, he showed the confidence from that last knock. You know, he seemed as if he was ready to deal with the ball, and he means business out there.
Brilliant knock last week. He's pushing that one on the onside. No possibility of a run.
Yes, even his forward defensive seems to be very solid and very aggressive in its nature. That's well played there. Forward defensive down to long on, in fact, for a single. So we already see the run rate accelerating. We already see an increase in the desire for the batsman to rotate the strike. And I'm sure young Ramdu will be mindful of approaching his 50. And after that, we might even see fireworks from both ends. Who knows?
Left-handed Ramdu is waiting. He's in the top edge.
That's a top edge. Is it gonna be? Oh no! Such an untimely demise here for Kyle Ramdu, the Naparima captain. Ball seemed to be on his pads and he went to play a shot to the leg side. Took the outside edge of the bat and skied up in the air. Went behind his head to the keeper, Niall Mingo, for a very, very simple catch with the gloves. In fact, Ramdu even started to walk off before looking back to see whether the catch was taken because he knew that mistake was the end there. But excellent knock by the skipper for the just shy of 50. But Naparima in some trouble here. New batsman going out is Oshan Gobin.
Oshan Gobin, who didn't make much last week. He failed to give the scorers anything to do. So now all our hopes would rest on Rahul Ali. Now if Fatima were to get the wicket of Rahul Ali early before he settles, which to me looks like that ship has already sailed because he looks settled already. In fact, while he was walking out to bat, he was looking settled.
Yeah, certainly agree with you there. He exudes confidence in his stature, and right now he's taking his guard at the other end. So I think he faced the balls and over already, and just gauging the bowlers, you know, trying to figure out his best decision. But losing Fariz Ali and Kyle Ramdu within the last 2 overs has again set back Naparima, repeating the trend from early in the innings where they lost quick wickets in consecutive fashion. So let's see if they can restabilize here. Mahesh there, continuing to zip the ball through to the keeper. Notably, he's a bit short in his height and the ball seems to be skidding through very low compared to the other bowlers where the ball seems to bounce up at times. That one again keeping low. Short run up, smooth run up, but generating good enough pace to have the batsman second guessing whether to come back or forward to the delivery.
Rahul is pushing that firmly to the bowler. No possibility of a run, but Rahul is looking like Anytime he could just explode.
And the good thing is he definitely has some overs inside as well, given his aggressive nature. So I think he's doing the right thing here by respecting the good balls, getting his eye in, and then can seek to take the attack to the bowler soon enough.
And some very good bowling from Adrian Mahis as well. He's not afraid to pitch it up to Rahul Ali. Mahis is not a tall lad, but he is putting the ball in the right areas. Just leaving that one alone. Goes through to the wicket keeper. That's the end of the over. A very good over bowled by Mahis.
Yes, made an over there, restricting Rahul Ali. It seems like many of his deliveries are very much precise in terms of his line and length. Since Mahis has entered the attack, not much width has been given on offer, not much extras coming from his spell. So definitely a good bowler in the middle overs for Fatima to keep the runs at bay, as well as putting pressure for the other bowlers to get the wickets.
Yes, and he has to do that because, as I mentioned, he's not a tall bowler, so he does not have that extra bounce. So he has to be very careful and meticulous of where he's putting the ball. From here we cannot see any sideways movement because of where our cameras are positioned. But if he's getting any sideways movement, that could help. As this ball is played on the onside, they're thinking about a second.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of poor running there by the batsman, because he casually jogged the first one through. And if he indeed pushed hard, he could have gotten 2 runs there, as we heard the coach shouting from the stands.
Yes, run hard, because the batsman was not running towards the ball, he was running behind the ball. So, the fielder, was running behind the ball. So they should have been able to run too.
Wide delivery there from Mac.
Go back to that run. It's not like the fielder was coming in from fine leg. He was running in the same direction with the ball, so the batsman should have been able to take 2. As they say, run your first run hard, making that possibility for the second one possible. Not being able to beat that fielder. Not being able to beat that point fielder. Driving a beautiful drive, but will not be able to cut off. Long off, who just runs just to his left for 1 run.
Yes, excellent stroke play thus far from Rahul Ali, showing the determination to go on the front foot. Seems to be a painful blow there. Again, a short ball that seems to have slowed up after it pitched and bounced, and the batsman trying the pull shot, which was a bit mistimed, and the ball hit him in a very sensitive area.
Well, the ball was way too short, and the shot was the right shot for that ball. The attempt was the right shot for that ball. Just because of the 2-pace pitch, the ball did not come on as he would have expected, and he missed the shot. But that was a shot, that ball should have been coming this direction over mid wicket.
Yes. Surely agree with that in terms of the shot being the proper choice, but the timing wasn't there. Almost a bit of a mix up there in the middle.
And almost a mix up, but the fielding did not help its scores. That a woeful throw. He looks like he was going to pelt the ball to return the ball to the striker's end, and then decided when he saw the position of the batsman, he may have changed his mind to pelt at the non-striker's end, but he actually pelted the ball towards extra cover.
Yes, he seemed to just turn and throw the ball without looking exactly which end. And at that point, the batsmen were actually frozen in the middle. So it was a near situation where they could have had a run out, but thankfully for Naparima, it was safe in the end.
And this comes when you put the fielder under pressure. Sometimes I see batsmen hit a ball straight to the fielder, take off for a run, the fielder panics, and you get an overthrow. It's all about keeping your composure as fielders. Keep your composure. Think about what you are doing.
We see the return of Aditya Ramdeen in the attack here, so both opening bowlers have come back into their spells with Kaden Mack from the other end and now Ramdeen from this end. That first delivery, straight a bit to the leg side, batsman flicking it for a single, and now Rahul Ali is back on strike here to face up to Ramdeen.
Ramdeen, who had a very good opening spell, the 2 wickets I think, driving, couldn't beat the man there at extra cover, short extra cover. Yeah, that would have been a nice firm shot. It was a nice firm shot, just couldn't get past that fielder. Johansson Lawrence doing well. Pushing that into mid wicket, they shuttle for 1, and again putting the fielder a bit under some pressure.
Being very cautious in his approach. One straight to the wicket keeper, Ramdeen.
into his 8th over, 1 for 17. His opening partner, see then Mark, he's the one with the 2 wickets. So Raul Ali, excuse me, he's on 4 from 16. Gube is on 3. And at the end of 35, it's 132 for 6. Siwa is going to start his 8th over, none for 29 so far. Now we want to see Raul Ali look to step up a bit. He's on 4, coming off a century last week, 111. Chopped on the part, no appeal, just a stifled, but no appeal there. They will get just another dot ball from this time Siwa. This is Raul Ali, the Centurion from last week. He's driving uppishly, just over the head of the fielder. They will get 1.
Yes, that ball again, seeming to just hold up any pitch as he went free flowing with the drive. And it seemed to probably hit the toe end of the bat. Just going aerial over the fielder short there. Batsman safely making it for a single to the next end. And now Oshan Goben is on strike. So we see a slight change in the field with the fielders coming in for this batsman, whereas they were out on the boundary for Rahul instead.
And this is what the bowlers would want to do: pitch it up. You need to, and this one has Gubin on the back foot. Now, what you would want to do as a bowler when you are seeing the pitches playing like this, you want to invite the drive. Once a pitch holds up the ball and you play early, you would more drive up in the air because the bat would be already in that uppish position. So you would want as a bowler to pitch it up a bit more. Invite the drive from the batsman.
And even use the variation of pace as well, because we have seen Siwa use the slower ball on a few occasions thus far in his spell. And, certainly a thinking bowler. So I agree with that proposed idea in terms of getting the batsman to drive and then varying the pace and using the pitch to the advantage and getting them to drive uppishly.
Maybe I should be a bowling coach.
Definitely a possibility. As we see here again, they drive uppishly but over the fielder. So chances can come very soon for Fatima if they continue this plan of action. It's up to the Naparima batsmen to keep their heads down and really focus on batting out to the 50 overs and getting a score of 200 or more right now, which seems to be ideal.
And based on what they did last week against Shiva Boys, they might be happy with their score. And Shiva Boys were blown away for 87 last week.
Yes, I think the obviously they tried their best and Naparima were unsound on the day itself, but Fatima having a couple of the national players in their setup would definitely be backing themselves to chase down any target that Naparima sets, as this is considered somewhat a clash of the titans in the present league table.
Yes, of course, and Fatima had a successful football season last term. Reached a final of the secondary schools football league.
Yes, as you mentioned that, I know one of the coaches who has been working tirelessly, Mr. Curden Moore, who is a man of many talents, football coach, also a promoter, organizer of many different events and so on. Carried the Fatima team to a lot of different heights in the footballing aspect last year from all age groups. So congrats to them, as Naparima did not fulfill their usual expectations of reaching to the national finals and so on. We actually saw St. Benedict's resuming their dominance in South, and it was actually refreshing to see that. As much as being a Naparima person, Benedict's has always been a safe space.
The wicketkeeper had to run down to the boundary to retrieve the ball and signaled a leg by the umpire. 135 for 60. Hearing the coach shouting, "Run the first, run hard."
Yes, it has certainly been echoed by all of the fans and the supporters as well as the teammates, encouraging their batsmen on the field to push for that first single, because the run rate definitely needs to increase coming to this latter 15 overs.
Wide delivery signaled by the umpire. So Ramdeen into his 9th over, 1 for 18. So Raul Ali not getting the kind of impact he would, not making the impact he would have had last week so far. Looking to cut that one, couldn't get past the two fielders converging for the ball. Well fielded there. Good attempt from the two fielders. Keaton Mack. And of course, Michael Lewis. Play and a miss. Drive. That one is pitched straight up. Shy the stumps, but he didn't release the ball. He was thinking about shying to the stumps. Ramdeen completes his 9th over, 1 for 18. And Gobin and Ali not getting the freedom to play their shots. Ali is on 5 from 24, Gobin 4 from 11. 136 for 6 after 36.
Yes, I think we have seen Fatima take back the scoring from Naparima since the loss of those quick wickets. After losing Cooper initially from that good stand that Ramdo and Cooper put on. No other batsman that came in really seemed to settle themselves enough. Rizal, he showed some good merit in his innings and then was out soft as well. So right now I think Naparima trying to consolidate a target, but at the same time they have to be mindful of not letting the overs go by too quickly, as there are only 13 overs remaining in the innings, and with 136 on the board they will try to score at least 60-70 odd more runs to get over that 200 target.
Bowl him.
And he's bowled here. See, we're getting the wicket of Gobin. Good delivery pitch to Gobin, going for a wild swing. Seems like the pressure of not scoring enough runs got to him. And see, we're getting his first wicket of the innings there.
So Naparima College losing their 7th wicket. Ocean Gobin bowled by Siwa for 4. In the 38th over, Naparima now looking like they are not going to last their total allotment of 50. Unless the batsman coming at number 6, Darius Dionarine, can stick it out with Ali. Number 9 batsman, Darius Dionarine. Still to come Liam Mamchan and Zachary Ramjatan. Well fielded there.
There seems to be a bit of confusion with that dismissal there. The batsman seems to have hit the ball onto the pitch and then caught, but the umpire has given him an out because the batsman doesn't seem too convinced that the ball went in the air.
I certainly wasn't convinced either.
Yes, I mean, even the fielders, to be fair, there was no real appeal. There was one fielder that said catch, and then after that, the bowler turned around to the umpire. The umpire didn't even raise his hand initially. Only when the bowler turned around, he raised his finger to give out. So
a very strange dismissal.
yes, very strange indeed. And I mean, see, we're getting the second wicket there in this over. So putting the pressure on Naparima, 137 for 8. And we see young Liam Mamchan stepping out onto the field here. Certainly a very capable player in all aspects of the game. So let's see if he can come and help Naps rally to a solid total with his fellow batsman Rahul Ali.
Well, let's see what he can do. He certainly did well last week with the ball. 3 for 17 as he destroyed the top order of Shiva Boys last week. Let's see what he can do with the ball this week. With a bat this week, sorry. They need something from him with a bat. It's 136 for 8. Naps in all sorts of trouble now. See what 2 wickets in this over. 2 for none in this over. The new batsman Mamchan waits.
Well played there, his first delivery. Certainly watching the pace of the ball and getting used to the pitch. But I'm sure he would have been observing well from out in the stands and seeing how his fellow teammates went. So, with approximately 12 hours remaining, more than enough time to at least get Naparima to a decent total and come on not out in the end here. Oh, that's a slower ball there pitching in the area of uncertainty. Certainly the bonks troubling the batsman, and again being very watchful in this initial stage. That's an excellent yorker there from Siwa. Mamchan keeping that one out there. A little chuckle from the bowler to the batsman as they would know each other well from the cricketing setup, certainly.
A very excellent over from Siwa. Double wicket maiden, 2 wickets and no runs coming from this over. After 38 overs, Naparima College 136 for 8.
So it seems the captain is bringing himself back on, Joshua Davis. And Ali, who has been in a rich vein of form, he's still in the wicket. He has a job to do to get some runs out of the tail here. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. But it's straight into the hands of the fieldsman Siwaga. So Ali Davis, oh, it's got the edge, it's up in the air, but it's going to drop safely, and they're going to get 2 runs. So they're able to get 2 runs. Ali pushing on a bit, so he moving on to 7 of 26 balls. I think he would have seen enough, and even if he hasn't seen enough, he'll definitely have to farm the strike. That's down the leg side, wide signal by the umpire. So David is just losing his radar. He hasn't had quite the control that you'd expect from Davis, a very experienced campaigner at this level. He's bowled a number of wides. Oh.
Yes, I think this spell, there seems to be a quick signal here. Will they make it in time? Yes, they do get through. Bit of hesitation by the non-striker to run down Mamchan after Rahul Ali inch forward from pushing the ball. But as you rightly said there, Davis usually very good with the ball in terms of his line, his length, his control. In fairness to him, it could be, based on the conditions with a bit of moisture and the grip as well, because I know he likes to spin the ball plenty, which involves gripping it tightly and being able to get those revolutions. So could be that, the bit of moisture on the field as well as those factors are affecting his grip, but at the end of the day, he's going to see if he can get these remaining 2 wickets here and finish strong for his figures.
Well, it's Mamchan up against Davis. Mamchan will definitely be looking to see how these last balls in this over. And he's playing his middle net, looking quite competent. You know, before I came on here, I was just thinking that in this modern day, the fast bowlers are normally all-rounded fast bowlers. So I was expecting to see Liam further up the order, but he's coming at 10. But probably Naparima has a very long batting order. And he sweeps. Beautiful sweep shot. And he gets 4 runs. A shot that the top 2 batsmen would have been impressed with, as we see.
But it is so in depth, it goes down to the order, or that they were saving Liam based on how the flurry of wickets went initially. Could have also been a strategic decision to have him rally through these endovers here and ensure that they reach some sort of stability.
Well, he's off the mark in style. Oh, he's beaten.
It's an excellent delivery there, some turn and bounce from Davis.
Good comeback to finish the over. So at the end of 39 overs, the Naparima, they are 144 for 8. I don't know how happy they will be with that total. It's a bit of a tricky total. It runs on the board. Fatima, though, if you ask them when they inserted Naparima, they'll be glad for that score. They'll be thinking that they'll be quite satisfied with what have taken place this morning going into the afternoon. As we see coming from the northern end, Mark looking to continue. He's up against Ali. Ali has faced 27 balls for his 8 runs, so his eye will be in. He will be caught between trying to get the maximum amount of runs from these final 11 overs, as well as keeping his wicket intact. A strong breeze blowing across the ground, a lot of moisture in it. It has been the tale of the day when you talk about the weather, but a very strong breeze blowing from the northeast, and it's outside the off stump mark. Ali just fishing outside the off stump. Mark coming in from the northern end, the San Fernando Hills end. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. But the fieldsman is out. That's Siwag, and he just calmly takes in the ball and gets the return in. Ali gets 1 for all his trouble. It was a shot that so the strong wind continues across the ground here, blowing down some of our equipment. Mark Mamchan, he's on 4. Mark, a very aggressive bowler. He's not the tallest of bowlers, but he likes to shorten it. So I'm expecting a few bumpers to come the way of Liam. Of course, fast bowlers, they like to see fast bowlers come into the wicket. Immediately the short balls come in. So let's see what Mark has to offer. And he's pitching it up. Liam middling it. For batsman coming in at number 10, I'm quite pleased by what I'm seeing. He's showing good competency. He's not a number 10 in the mode of Curtly Ambrose or Courtney Walsh, for those who remember those two. And that's a short ball. He's trying to flick it. The Naparima fans just encouraging him to keep on batting. And He's just putting it down in front of him, asking his batting partner, offering him the signal. She's looking quite competent, young Mam Chan. As Mac continues with some good figures. 3 for 24 of 6.5 overs. And struck him on the pad, a loud appeal, stifled early. So that brings the end of the over. So at the end of 40, Naparima find himself on a 145 for it. It's going to be a water break as they take a break for water. So my commentating partner and myself will have a drink. Water, of course.
Definitely important to hydrate out there. And his full band, Carman, the full band, Lyrical, Isla Blackman, Joshua Grello, DJ Anna, DJ Simo, and lots of many other acts. So looking forward to that event. You can get tickets from.
So a wide signal, but the wide was signal. Strange things happening there, stranger than fiction. The a wide was signal. The batsman got something onto it. Well, it was bat, glove, a pad. A shot.
Oh, excellent.
So a beautiful sweep shot there by Liam, and he's really favoring that shot against the spinners. But that one came off the meat of the bat, and it rushed across the field and that brought up the 150 for Naparima. There we have again. It was a commanding shot. So Naparima crossing the 150. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery, beating everyone, and now that goes for 4 byes. It seemed to be the other one that spun the other way. It beat everyone. It was too good for everybody. Too good for Liam, too good for the keeper, and too good for the fieldsman who was feeling at a shortish third man area, and I think he should have gotten across had he been anticipating the ball passing the wicket keeper. And Liam is back there looking to a cut. He misses. So continuing along, it's the carnival season. So this weekend, that Sunday, you all are going to have this Naparima all-inclusive, premium all-inclusive first time.
Premium all-inclusive indeed. Lots of premium drinks on offer, premium food. As we see, Davis finishing off is over there. Good over for Naparima. Approximately 9 or 10 runs from that over, getting them over that 150 hurdle, which is certainly a mental milestone as well in the eyes of batsmen.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a good over. Mamshan, he continues to bat on. He's on 8 from 14 balls. He's partnering Ali, who is on 10 from 31 balls. And they're starting, they would be hoping to start the Naparima party here. If Naparima is able to pull one over Fatima in this clash, it would definitely give them the edge in this year's Secondary Schools Cricket League.
Yeah, certainly Nas will be looking forward to a victory here, especially with that big event coming up this Sunday. So as we said, lots of premium entertainment, food, drink, everything on offer. You can get your tickets at Naparima College itself, Alini's Drug Mart, Offside Restaurant and Bar, as well as from any NAPS committee members. So looking forward to seeing some of you guys there.
A good flowing shot from Ali. He's looked very confident since coming in. Mamshan as well, to his credit, he's competent. He's coming at number 10, but he definitely hasn't looked like a rabbit. He's looked like he knows what to do with a cricket bat in his hand. He's favoured the sweep shot. He's up against Mark. Getting a bit of a French cut, as they call it. An inside edge. It went down to the just backward of square. A strange feeling position, that one. You know, it's not really a backward square position. It's a short fine leg, you'll call it, but it's not fine. It's a bit squarish as well. So Liang up against Mark, and it's a good looking shot. His teammates in the stands encourage him to bat on. They'll want them to go as close as they can to the 200 mark. 41 overs gone. Short ball, short and wide. Going down the leg side. Mark just losing the radar. Mamchan rehearsing a shot that he would have hoped to execute. But Mark looking at the steaming of a shortish run up, and it's flicked through the mid-wicket region. It's got a lot on it. It's in a foot race, and they're able to come back for a second. So Mamchan into double figures. He's already on 10 from 17 balls. So if this wicket had any demons in it, he's definitely exorcised them.
Yes, I think he looks certainly competent for someone who came in lower down the order, and I think it's leaning more towards a strategic decision by Naps to keep him for these latter overs here, because they saw how the wickets were crumbling early, and maybe even letting the sun dry out the pitch a bit, because he's playing some excellent strokes there.
Yeah.
Thus far, at least a couple of boundaries with that sweep shot,
Yeah,
as well as very strong on the legs.
And I was saying, yeah, he's favouring the leg side. On the outside, though, he's showing a broad bat. Big offer there. Seems like he's growing in confidence. Don't know if it's bowling on overconfidence there, but that's a very firm, buoyant drive. I was looking for the ball all up by us on this side, but instead it was in the hands of the wicket keeper. So Mark, he'll be trying to finish off this over, and that's a go. Well played there by Mamchan. Strong defensive shot, and that brings the end of the 42nd over. So at the end of 42 overs, it's 159 for 8. Naparima. Fatima may just be looking to make some changes. Just looking to mix up his bowlers there, the captain of the Fatima team, Joshua Davis. And it's going to be Megu. That's Mial. Not sure if that's the total pronunciation.
Yes, it does seem that there has been a switch at first. So
Yeah.
Niall Mingo.
The Niall Mingu.
Yes, he is now going to take up the attack here.
Judging from his run up, it's going to be some medium pace. So more pace on. It's looking like it's spin. Yeah, he's going to be spinning. The edge from, I think. So a good first ball up here, drawing the batsman forward. Ali, judging from the whip of the neck, would have gotten something onto it, and there he's able to middling that one, pushing it out on the offside. Mego looking to get a breakthrough here. That's a flowing bat again, but straight back to the bowler. And Mego running back to the top of his run. Sweep shot by Ali, not guarded by the wicketkeeper. The signal from the umpire buys. So buys. Of course, you're watching the Secondary Schools Cricket League on 360 TV. So remember to like, subscribe, and share. Mamchan just playing it out. A nice flowing shot on the offside. He's able to get through for a single.
It seems like Mingo has come in here to tempt the batsman, because he's flighting the ball very easily, and batsman looking to play some shots here.
Going past there, going past the outside. So after 43 overs, Naparima, they were 161 for 8. So mixing things up, the Fatima College team just trying something here. They would have thought that they would have pushed over. I think this Naparima innings have been a strange one. The early 3 wickets early up, and he thought that they would be bowled out, skittled out for under 100. Then there was a bit of a recovery with the captain, Ramdo, and Cooper, staging a recovery, and then a flurry of wickets again, and it looked like they were going to be, the innings was going to be wrapped up pretty shortly. But then Mamchan and Ali coming together and forming a bit of a partnership here as well, pushing them past 150. So Mamchan to face Mac. Again, a strong wind. The sun is out in all its glory, as well as the heat. So no rain this time.
Yes, the sun has certainly come on blazing, and the pitch seems to be drying up a bit as well, as you see some of the damp spots lightening. So lovely on drive there from Mamchan. No run, unfortunately,
Yes.
but seems to be growing in confidence each stroke play.
Yes, remember you can get us on Cricket 360, both on Facebook. So it's on Facebook, and you could get it at Tiger Sports International on YouTube. So Tiger Sports International on YouTube, and Cricket 360 on Facebook. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for all your sporting coverage. Cricket 360. We've also broadened our horizons into many things. The coverage of the culture as well. So you can see us in your fetes. I'm sure it will be in the Naparima Fet, Premium Fet. That's down the leg side, and he just helps it down the leg side. A long chase across by the field, but he puts in the big dive. Did he save it?
Looks like an excellent attempt in the field here, just waiting on confirmation from the umpire.
So it's leg buys.
Seems like he did save it, in fact.
So 2 leg buys there. The score going up to 163 for 8, and Naparima edging ever closer to that 175 mark. They have to get to 175 first. I think that would be the first aim. They'll be looking for something closer to 200 to really challenge this strong Fatima batting. Flashing outside the off stump.
Yes, I think with the, on around 6 overs remaining, approximately 36 balls with extras and so on, if they can get up to that 200 mark, it would be a competitive total on this pitch. Given that what we have seen thus far, I'm sure the Naparima bowlers would already be looking to target certain areas on the field and have an understanding of the batsmen who will be coming in from Fatima to restrict them.
Yeah, they're very familiar with each other. And that's keeping it out, bringing it back to the bowler.
Very solid strokes from Liam here. Some of them going straight to the fielder, but you can almost each time here the ball hitting the bat at the middle, sometimes a bit close down, but still.
I'll be advising his handlers to have him in the nets a bit more often with the bat, because he definitely has some ability with that bat. And there's a wide ball there. Mark just losing the radar. The fast bowler, of course, in his 9th over. Just fitness maybe just telling. You know, it's not easy to run up and really exert yourself. You're sprinting up for 6 balls, and then you're in the field. He's been in the field all morning. And it's a big shot through the wicket region. But the ball is stopped, and they're able to get through for 2 more runs. So Liam going on to 13 runs here. He's past Ali. He's the senior partner in this batting.
Certainly one of the aggressors in this pair. I mean, when Rahul Ali came out to bat, as we noted last from Ian, he scored a brisk 100 in the last game, 111 from 85 balls, I believe. So to see him batting 11 from 37 right now is certainly shocking, but he's playing in the circumstances.
Again, he seems to be favouring that mid-wicket region, and he gets a single there, so he's going to keep the strike. As that over, the 44th over comes to an end. The score 166 for 8, Naparima. Liam motoring along, he's on 14 from 26 balls. And Migo looking to continue from the Sapa end as we welcome back Ian Wilson, refreshed and looking fresh like a daisy, as they say.
Maybe I'm looking fresh like a daisy, but I'm not feeling fresh like a daisy.
Well, they say feelings all pass, but it's the look that stays with you. So, Migo, Mial Migo. So you see Fatima making the adjustment. I think what we're going to see is somebody's going to come into the mid-wicket region. In fact, they're bringing in Brandt from the deep extra cover region to a more regulation cover position. And it's guided off the back foot there by Imam Chan. Just getting back and guiding it behind backward point, and he gets a single. He goes up to 15.
Very confident shot from the young batsman.
Yeah, he's definitely looked well for his 15 runs. Ali, he's been patient. He's been caught in between whether to go on all-out attack or just try to ensure that they bat the 50 overs. He would not want his team to be bowled out before the allotted 50 overs. Of course, the more you're able to face every ball, the greater opportunity you give yourself to getting runs on the board. Almost having a mix-up there. Yes, no, come, go. The call almost sounding like a calypso.
Yes, no, come, go. Sound like a good road march.
As we talk about the road march, the Bungie Garland has really took the lead in that.
I think this was an opportunity for Raul Ali to just punch his back down past the bowler for a couple of runs, but he's playing ultra defensive.
I think the two-pace nature of the pitch, no fault of the ground staff, they've done an excellent job. It's really the weather conditions in South Trinidad. Oh. And they flick this one, able to get it past in the air, low cries of catch, but it was safe, felt safely, and he's able to get a single. It seems like Liam is a senior partner in this partnership here. He seems to be farming the strike.
He's on 15 from 27, a better than 50%
Run rate.
And when you look at Raul Ali, he's 12 from 39, so he's less than 33%.
And Liam getting back and flashing, looking to get that cut, missing everything. So at the end of the 45th over, it's Naparima College won 69 for 8, 5 overs remaining. What do you expect from the approach of the batsmen for these final 5 overs?
Well, as you mentioned, they want to bat out the 50 overs. That will be their main objective. But having said that, they also want to accumulate some runs along the way. Now, you can continue to bat like this, make sure that you're gathering the runs, accumulating the runs, pick up the ones and twos, but they must set themselves a target, and I think 200 would be a nice target if they can get to 200. That's only 31 runs away. 31 runs from 5 overs, that's just about 6 runs per over, and that should be gettable without taking any risks.
Excellent analysis there, as we see a change from the northern end, the San Fernando Hill end, as Adrian Mahis, he's back with the ball. Big shot there by Ali.
Because of the position of our cameras, we didn't see where the line of that shot was. stumps. It did look risky.
He is outside the off stump, wide outside the off stump, signal wide by the umpire. So Mahis will have to reset and do it all over again. And it's a beautiful shot there by Ali. It was over pitch on the legs and he just clipped it through mid wicket and he gets 4. Naparima.
That's a very good shot. A shot that came out of nowhere, and if you look at it again, but the fielder had no chance as the ball rushed towards the mid wicket boundary.
So Mahis, let's look at his comeback delivery. Flashing there, Ali. Big offer. Expansive drive.
So it seems that Raul Ali, he is in his mood now. Just decided to switch it up a bit. After that 4 with that aggressive shot attempt.
And he's wide outside the off stump again. Not getting his radar right. Mahis. Adrian Mahis not getting his radar right. He'll have to readjust. He's already bowled 2 wides in the over. It's you heard 2 songs, so definitely some bat onto that.
Yes, definitely heard 2 songs there. Stifle appeal as well.
A mixed bag from Mahis this over. A dot ball followed by a wide, then a 4 ball, a dot ball again, a wide and a dot ball. So he's been all over the shop. And yeah, it's a good ball. And it's just been dropped on the ground and they're able to come through for an easy single. Don't know if now you're seeing that Ali is trying to take control of the situation before he allowed Mamchan to get a lot of strike.
Yes, already 7 runs in this over. 5 of them coming off the bat.
So if they just bat through at this pace, they definitely get to 200 runs. Something that they will think they can defend on this pitch.
Yes, they did well to bowl out Shiva Boys for 87 last week, so that confidence level is there. A big heave.
So no run there, and that brings the end of that over. So at the end of the 46 overs, Naparima 176 for 8. Remember, you're watching the Secondary Schools Cricket League action here. It's Naparima College versus Fatima. Fatima, they won the toss and elected the field. They inserted at Naparima College. It looked a genius of a decision when Naparima was 20 plus for 3. Yeah, but then a bit of a recovery by the skipper, Kyle Ramdu, and his partner in arms, Matthew Cooper, really pushed them close to the 100 mark. As we see coming in from the northern end, the return of the opening fast bowler Ramdin. So it's Ramdin who's going to take up things from this upper end. That's Aditala.
So Ramdin into his final over. 18 runs for 1 wicket in his 9 overs.
Yeah, good figures. We're bowling back here to try to end this partnership. That's a beautiful shot. He straight into the pads and he just flicked it off the pads, helped it wrong, and he gets 4 runs. So Ali here on the go, looking to up the tempo. And Naparima College, as we see the replay, they go to get to 180 for 8.
Ali on the go and he's upping the tempo. I think you certainly should write those down and visit a studio.
Yes, no. As they say, a picture tells 1,000 words. and it's a carnival season, so probably my tongue is just loosed. I'm thinking about calypso and the rhythms. Some instruction, or he's just getting his lace tie. Good sportsmanship there. As we see going across the ties lace, it's Malik Lewis. Malik Lewis just doing the sportsman the thing, tying the lace of Ali. Fans in the stands saying the length of time that Lewis took to tie that lace in, like he needs to go back and and take a lesson in tying laces. But it's back to Ali here. He's up against Ramdin, and he's just pushing it up on the offside. Yeah, Lawrence finding his way, getting in the way, preventing any runner. Ali just guiding this one out into the offside. They're putting some pressure. He was able to recover. The pressure may go put under pressure. Initially just fumbling the ball, but the batsman unable to take advantage. So just a single. Mamchan will have 2 balls to face. So Ali is definitely taking the initiative now. He's trying to remain on strike, take the majority of the strike. But young Liam Mamchan will be saying, I'm showing that I'm quite competent. You don't need to farm any batting when you're batting with me. A big drive. Expansive off drive. He gets only a single for it, but it brings Ali back into strike.
Looks like Mamchan also wants to farm the strike. Both batsmen trying to farm the strike.
Well, they're seeing the ball. I think Mamchan have come in. As soon as he came into the wicket, he was showing aggressive intent. So he'll be quite happy with how things are going.
Yes, and of course, and the way these 2 batsmen are going, they are both capable, so they don't have to take the risks. They can take the 1s and 2s and still get up to 200 instead of waiting, dot ball and go for the 4s.
And there, Ali, they'll settle for 1, although they could have put some pressure on the fieldsman. So they're able to get the single, pushing the total to 183 at the end of 47 overs.
So with 18 more deliveries to complete the innings, they can certainly get that 17 runs needed to get to 200. And the way they are batting, they can bat and get the singles with every delivery.
Yeah, the psychological barrier of 200, it will be very good. After in the middle overs, when wickets were tumbling there, it looked like they would be bowled out at one point. But a good partnership here, that besides scoring runs, it also took up overs, because they were in the 30 plus overs, with just about 17 or 18 or more overs when this partnership came together. And here we're talking about the final 3 overs.
Yes, and Mamchan alone faced 32 deliveries, so that's 5 overs and 2 deliveries he would have faced.
But it's Siwaga who's coming in for his final over. They're trying hard to break this partnership. They think they can wrap things up. Ali, will they try to go for 2? A fumble, but they're unable to get back for that second one.
Mamchan was in fact telling him no. Ali was interested in getting there, but Mamchan was running to the danger end, and rightfully he told him no.
But it's Liam here. He's facing the experienced and very skillful Siwag. So let's look at this delivery. And he just guides it down to short third man. And they're able to get through. So the plan is working to perfection here. And Naparima applying some pressure there on the Fatima College team.
Excellent batting from Mamchan.
Yeah, Mamchan edging closer to 20. You know, as a well, he's a bowling all-rounder because he's showing that he can bat. You'll have to get a little 20, a little 30 on the board. And then when you get the ball in your hands, that way you do your main damage. And there he's guiding it. He's able to get there.
Could have heard him call early from up here.
Yeah.
Really decisive in what they are doing.
Yeah, that's the plan. They're trying to get to milk and get a run a ball for these final. Well, it's 15 balls now. They definitely want to get all the runs that they can. Mahis, though, I think he was caught on his hunches there. You know, he was in an important position there, that backward point region, that point region. The best fielders in the world feel at that position. And it's a shot. It's going to drop safely. It was a slower ball from Sewag, and you saw Mamchan waiting. And then finally just pulling it over, scooping it over.
It was a slower, short ball at that.
Yeah. And I think it took whole day, well, half of the day to get to him. Sewag now really running in. And this guided there. Intelligent cricket, glorious cricket. I think a very, very intelligent, this partnership here really showing quality. When I came to the ground this morning, I saw the Naparima College team out doing their rehearsals before the game, and I was quite impressed. The coach there had them going through their paces, and it looked the closest thing I've seen to a professional unit, you know, at the secondary school level. That's Robert Mahabir. The trainer, I was very, very impressed. Fatima College, though, they had to come late because, you know, the trouble to come out of the west. Oh, it's gone down into the boundary for 4. Is it runs? It is runs. So Liam gets 4 runs there. So he's into 20 plus.
And what is very important, they got 9 runs out of this over, the 5 singles and the 4 runs.
Just string down the leg side there was Sivaga. He was going for he was trying to get to the Yorker there and just got too close on the pads. So at the end of 48 overs, Naparima looking healthy. 192 for 8.
Yes, and
210. I think they begin to do the revision. 210. They'll try to get 20 runs from the last 2 and get it.
And that is very possible. They can get to that. They're running the 1s and 2s if they can get the occasional boundary. It's not difficult to score 6 or 7, 8 runs and over without taking risks. You have 6 balls to get 8 runs. You don't need to hit 4s.
And there's a good looking shot straight as the eagle. Will it dissect the 2 pairs? Yeah, they're able to get an easy 2 runs. So easy 2 runs there, just as you said. So continuing from the northern is Ramdin. Ramdin, I think this will be his last over. Yeah. So he'll be looking to finish off here. Ali just playing it. Good work there by Mego. He attacked the ball and released it early. You know, that's one of the keys that young cricketers must know, that you get to the ball quickly, but you must also want to release it early and apply that pressure, the thought in the mind, the indecision in the minds of the runners, the batters. So Mamchan here up against Ramdin. Ramdin, he just gets the edge, an intelligent edge you call that. It was all along the ground, down to third man. He gets the single, gets 1 on his total, and 1 edges his team closer to the 200 mark. So it's a script made in Hollywood here.
Ali, who came out not out last week, if he can come out not out this week, he still won't have an average after 2 matches.
No, well, this is the 3rd match, so he will.
Yes, the 3rd match, sorry.
So he probably have an average,
yes.
but his average will be looking quite healthy.
very healthy.
Yeah,
Just have to divide it by one.
yeah. And it's a good habit that any batsman will want to develop. You know, being not out, carrying your bat, especially through a 50 over game. You know, 50 overs, the in between sport now between the longer version and the T20 version, although there's a T20 that has become very popular. Trying to guide it.
The not out seem to be adopted by young Tishnarain Chandapol, as well as someone asked if he got the not out genes from his father as well, if it was passed on to him.
Well, the way he batted, you know, 400 plus runs, that's 400 plus balls, a lot of balls to face. Again, the keeper just not able to hold on to it there, as we saw the keeper Isaiah Fernandez taking up the gloves. So he's not the original keeper. Megu was the original keeper. So it's 197 and
197 after 49 overs, so they're well on their way of getting past the 200.
well, it's the last over, and you know in the last over anything goes, everything and anything. So you could expect some fireworks here.
Final over, 2 wickets in hand, one batsman in the pavilion to come. Siwa.
Just dropped
Shiny
it.
single, and he's run out.
He's run out by a mile.
No, that was over ambitious.
I think it was not necessary as well there. Ali should have stayed on strike. It's a hard single, you know. But Mamchan goes for a well played 23 from 26 deliveries. He would be quite happy. He was not bold. He didn't lose the battle between the bat and ball. He was run out, so he'll be quite happy. And you don't want one thing you don't want is a confident bowler. You know, having done well with the bat and looking to come in. You know, the wicket is drying out a bit, but it still has a lot of moisture in it. You would see the variable bounce that we saw early on. So he'll be biting at the chops to come in. Still 2 runs to get as the new batsman comes in. Zachary Ramjatan. So Zachary Ramjatan, he comes to the wicket. Judging from Liam came in as the number 10 batsman, and he batted so well and so competently that Ramjatan might be able to be the top batsman.
Of course, and get a single.
Edge.
We heard something.
No, it's the bat hitting the ground.
Oh, yes, it was edged. And that's the end of the innings. Naparima College 201 all out. Just 2 deliveries shy
Of the 50 overs. So they bowled out for 200. Yeah, they bowled out for 201. The batsman walking back slowly around Japan. They've gotten 4 runs to his name. Fortuitous 4 runs. With a special though, the fielding team didn't they celebrate. They just began to walk off the umpires.
I have to see that wicket again because to me the ball didn't really stay long in the wicketkeeper's hands.
Yeah, he just got rid of it quickly.
That's why I started to doubt it. Because of course the ball has to settle in the hands and the umpire must be satisfied that you completed a catch. That's the end of the...
Right, so at the end of the Naparima innings, Naparima closing on 201 all out in 49.3 overs. Top scoring for the Naparima team was their captain, Kyle Ramdu. He got 40 plus. Mamchan chipping in with a well played 23. Cooper, Raul, he remained unbeaten. Ali, and
Cooper had contributed as well.
yeah, with a 50 plus score. So that's the end of the first half of this game, Naparima versus Fatima. And we're going to break. When we come back, we have more action in the second half. Welcome back to the boys cricket competition, the secondary schools cricket competition, Naparima versus Fatima College. We're into the second half here where Fatima, they take strike. They have to get 202 to win. Naparima being bowled out for 201 in 49.3 overs. We've got the two openers for the Fatima College team going out to number 72 Ramdin, as well as the number 24, that's Isaiah Fernandez. They take the opening strike here, and they're up against the fast bowling field of Fariz Ali. Taking the opening from the northern end, the San Fernando Hill end, the same hill that they're going to have the Naparima College party this weekend. So batting first there, Isaiah Fernandez. Isaiah Fernandez is and Visat Ramdin. V Ramdin together with Isaiah Fernandez. Fernandez will be looking to get a good start as the umpire signals, and we get the loud call of play ball. So Ali steaming from the northern end. And he's off the mark there, Fernandez. A good shot to get off the mark there.
Yes, lovely shots indeed. Nice free flowing drive. First ball of the innings as well. So I mean, usually you would think the batsman might, play a bit defensive and wait to see how the ball is moving, especially with the sort of swing and clock cover we saw this morning. But it seems like the moisture in the pitch has certainly dried up a lot with the sun, and seems to be a pretty good batting wicket at this point.
Fariz Ali there running in a la
Fernandez. And Fariz, notably, he is open bowling for naps, and showing how much bounce and pace that.
Yeah, Ali's definitely generating some pace. He's looking like a Freddie, the opening fast bowler for Pakistan.
Very similar.
Here he comes again. Bang on target.
Fernandez looking solid in defense there. Lots of support as well from his Fatima teammates. I think they'll be happy that they restricted naps to 201 for the total, thinking that they would have a chance to come and win this game here.
Yeah, he's definitely generating some good pace. Fatima on 3 without loss, 2 runs off the bat and a wide. But the batsmen showing intent in terms of they're running between the wickets.
Yeah, it certainly seems like they want to take in front in this innings, and they want to put naps on the back foot by scoring quickly. So good intent to get quick singles there.
Very chirpy the Naparima players. The Fatima fans have come out, but the Naparima players on the pitch are very chirpy. When you look at, there's 2 slips on a kind of wideish gully. Again,
Some really good pace there.
for the
Hearing the effort from the bowler up here in the stands as well.
he's definitely generating some pace. His opening partner, having scored some runs, will have his tail up and waiting to get the ball in his hands. Young Mamchan.
Yeah, I'm sure Liam is ready and raring to go. Because he came in and played a very, very vital innings for Naps in the end there. I think without his knock to stabilise, they may not have crossed 160, 170 thereabouts. So those extra runs would certainly come in hand.
And, some good work. But you're seeing the good enthusiasm by the Naparima team. So at the end of the first over, we have Fatima in reply to 201 from Naparima, day 3 without loss.
Fatima needing 199 runs required from 294 balls. So from a purely mathematical sense, seems like a very simple equation to follow. Less than a run a ball, batsmen allowed to take their times, but based on the pitch and the circumstances as well as the devastating bowling lineup that Naparima has given the past 2 games, it will make for an interesting contest certainly.
Well, cricket, the game of glorious uncertainties. There are being wagers that there's going to be some wickets in this over. Of course, Liam, you don't want a fast bowler to have his tail up getting some runs. He got some runs. In fact, he got 23 of them, and he wasn't bowled out. He was run out in the final over of the innings. Coincidentally, his parents had just entered the playing area. Not sure if it was the curse of your parents, but after he looked quite competent for his 23 runs from 30 something plus balls. Well, they've got the red cherry in his hands. Facing up, Ramdin. Ramdi getting forward.
On the money from the first ball earlier.
And we're seeing a lot of, it's very chirpy. Ramdin. Something about
lots of chatter there.
Lots of chatter.
Yeah. Batsman just staring at them for a bit, as if to say, "You guys need to, give me a chance here."
A beautiful fielding there in the short by the captain, Ramdo, showing his experience there. And there we are seeing very chirpy the Naparima team circling the batsman. Ramdin yet to get off the mark.
Love to see the enthusiasm here from these young cricketers. Every ball they're cheering on their opening bowler, as well as that excellent stop by their captain in the field. So Liam charges in again here.
Playing in the arc though, Ramdin. So he's not trying anything special. He's just getting on the front foot, playing in the arc, getting his eyes in.
Yeah, it certainly looks as if he's just taking his time, trying his best to ignore all of the noise behind him, but seems to be comfortable in playing the ball on the front foot and stroking it nicely. Liam has started with a nice line and length as well, so nothing on offer for the batsman to take advantage of.
Something you should note, the confident in terms of their pace bowling attack. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fieldsmen. In fact, 6 fieldsmen behind the batsman, plus the wicketkeeper. And they're guiding it out to the point region.
And I think it's good that you noted that example, because it shows the confidence in their bowler and also in their field placement, because thus far each of the shots have gone directly to a fielder, or either very close to the left or to the right of the fielder. So for him to be executing his deliveries and for the fielders to be executing their plan certainly shows a lot of thinking and maturity in the development of these cricketers.
Well, as I said earlier, when I came here, and even in the break, very professional display by the Naparima team in terms of what they did. myself and my fellow commentator Ian Wilson, we were commenting that nowadays playing cricket, the cricketers never got so much attention. You know, the footballers would, the basketballers may just get a little, but the cricketers never got a coach, a trainer. You saw someone stretching the guys. Yeah. So a lot of resources being invested in cricket.
Yeah, this has certainly been a welcome change around, because as I noted previously in my days for playing for Naparima, we didn't even have a school bus. We used to have to ask teachers to carry us to the games and so on, you know. So to see this level of cricket now is certainly refreshing.
So I'm looking to finish you over strong. Oh, it's beating him outside the off stump. Fishing there. He rehearses a leave alone. With a maiden there from Mamchan. So at the end of 2 overs, Fatima in reply to Naparima 201 all out. They had 3 without loss.
That's excellent maiden there. Certainly backing up his bowler on the other end and restricting the team in that over so that the pressure would build. And now they can look to try and get some early wickets here and disrupt the Fatima lineup.
Well, scoreboard pressure, always something in cricket. Early days yet, so no need to panic. But you tell that under 20 youngster, two maidens and immediately he feels that he needs to get the ball to the boundary fence. Bang and target there is Ali.
Yeah, I think we saw that even with Cooper when he was batting, because his runs per ball ratio was excellent. I mean, he was scoring very quickly. He seemed to have no difficulty except for the shots that were not necessary at that point in time to play. And I mean, it so happened that he out himself playing one of those shots that he didn't succeed with all the time before. So again, the mental aspect and the mental strength is certainly one of the most important things for these young cricketers to develop and build on.
Oh, he's gotten the edge. No. No edge, yeah. And you're seeing the difference in pace between the Fatima and the Naparima bowlers. The Fatima bowlers, when they bowl short, it looked more like a tennis ball bounce. But this one is crying through the keeper, taking it shoulder height, just about head high.
Yeah, definitely these fast bowlers with proper run-ups, actions and deliveries, generating a lot of pace here.
Yeah, it's bang on target. Fernandez middling that one there, jumping around in the crease. That's an indication that the batsman not quite settled. When even though he plays a subtly defensive shot, he's jumping around in the crease.
Yeah, he probably might be a bit nervous in terms of the extra pace. Probably wouldn't have expected that either, looking at the wicket and how their opening pace started, you know. So Ali has the batsman on his toes here.
Whoa, that one head high. Just getting out of the way. That's rocking back and looking at it all the way through. Textbook. His coach would be quite happy. It was short, he didn't panic. He just kept his eyes on it all the way into the hands of the keeper. The chirpiness continues from the Naparima team. Their tail is up. As Farid Ali continues. Just outside the off stump. Isaiah Fernandez just leaving it alone outside. Not tempted just quite yet.
Seems to not be in any rush here, Fernandez. I mean, similar to how Naparima started their innings, very cautious. Took their time. I think they were about 5 or 6 runs after the first 3 or 4 overs, in fact. So Fatima just gauging the opening pair, watching the bowlers, assessing the pitch, and doing well thus far.
And again, the man at point, just a slight midfield. No No runs cost. So that's the end of that over. So at the end of 3 overs, Fatima 3 without loss. A maiden there by Ali.
Yes,
So
back-to-back maidens here, and taken from your own words.
yes, the
Two
pressure,
maidens.
the pressure will begin to build, and of course the keeper and those behind the stumps have not made it easy. Ramdin still yet to get off the mark, and we all know as batsmen we like to get that run, that at least one run on the board.
That first run is always the hardest.
Very important. But it's Mamchan, and he's bang on target.
Picked up right where he left off in the last over here. Very good line and length, generating nice pace as well. So the batsmen have to be wary here in their shot selection.
Slight bit fuller. He's a bit fuller than Ali, on a pitch with variable bounce. I think that's just where you want to be. Where anything happens, if it jumps or it stays low, you're going to take full advantage of it as he streams in from the supper end. This time he's pitched up a bit over pitched, and Ramdin able to get a flowing shot out into the cover region. They get through for 2 runs. So Ramdin, he's off the mark.
Yes, finally, I'm sure that will be a big weight off his shoulders there. You know, the anxiety when you finally get off the mark makes things much easier. But seems like there might be a slight change in the field here, removing one of the fielders from the slip cordon and putting them into that extra cover region to just offer a little bit more protection to the bowler as he is pitching the ball up a bit more than the other.
Yeah, he would have realized that Mamchan is bowling a bit fuller. Ah, it's gone through the slip region. It's 4 runs. And look at it. He just moved the man from the slip region and put him in the cover region. That one would have gone straight into his lap.
Yeah, that seems to be rubbing salt in the wound there.
Yeah, and there you see the captain, Ramdu. Reactionary cricket there. The batsman had just gotten 2 runs, but he thought that because Mamchan was pitching up, he wanted to get that cover on the drive. And the very next delivery, the edge from what would have been into the lap of the man at the gully region, raced away for 4. And there again, it's into the gap, this time on purpose, getting forward, opening the face, and getting 4 runs, back-to-back boundaries. Ramdin responding.
Both shots of a very delicate nature as well, just gently opening the face and piercing the gap, using the pace from Mamchan, and just finding that open area where he could score freely.
Yeah, well, the first one came off the edge, but this one was purposeful. He getting onto the front foot and just opening the face. Well played there by Ramdin. And he's going to be growing in confidence now. He's moved on to 10 into double figures with back-to-back boundaries. Yeah, this time Ramcham, good comeback ball. But Ramdin firmly forward, showing the full face of the bat.
Yeah, he seems to be very composed there, despite all the talking, all the noise around. You know, he doesn't seem to let it faze him.
Well, I think he's more or less silenced them. Now you're seeing they're not circling him as they were earlier on.
2 back-to-back boundaries. He went from 2 maidens to 2 back-to-back boundaries, and easily the momentum shifted.
Yeah. Of course, this is where the mental battle takes place. The response here by the Fatima batsman. Mamcham looking to finish you over strongly here. It's driving straight in the hands of Ramdo. So at the end of 4 overs, Fatima, they are 13 without loss.
Fatima needing 189 runs from 276 balls. So no real pressure Thus far, the required run rate around 4.1 per over.
Well, I don't think the run rate nor the equation has come into play just yet. You know, in this 50 over cricket, the opening spell, the partnership so important, and this opening phase between over number 1 and over number 10 so important. You don't want to lose that battle. So it's Ali to continue. He's bowled 2 overs, but considered just 3 runs. A slight drizzle continuing, and again, so Ali will have his tail up. Beating him outside the off stump.
That's a fiery delivery there from Ali. Barely even saw the ball reach to the keeper. Certainly pushing through that ball and using all of his might and his strength to generate all of that pace.
So Ali generating some pace. Freeze Ali. Fernandez jumping around the crease. He has a pretty open stance. And you're just left alone. The keeper just fumbling it. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
Yes, and Fernandez batting just outside the crease as well, so trying to meet the ball a bit further, not give the ball any chance to move at the last moment. Or
well, he's a short man and he has a very wide stance when you look at him, so he would be unable to really shift his weight around quite easily. It's a very strange stance for a short man. Look at how wide that stance is. He'll not be really able to shift his weight either fully forward or fully backward. He's already in a that's the one over the shoulder. Signal by the umpire. Generating pace like fire. It's so good to see fast bowlers. I'm getting excited. Normally in this modern time it's only spinners and medium pacers you get to see playing in the Caribbean, especially in Trinidad. So it's good to see young fast bowlers coming in, doing the hard work. Not the easiest job, in fact the hardest job on the pitch. And he's pitching up. Beautifully played. Well timed. This is going to go very close to the boundary. And he gets 2 runs for it. So he gets 2 there. Fernandez, his score going up to 4. He'd have faced the bulk of the bowling thus far from 16 balls. The drizzle continues. This time the sun has gone away. Strong wind blowing though. So he guides this one, but he has protection there on the 3rd man fence. Liam Mancham down there, just getting 1 run for it.
I think this would be the first time that Ramdean is facing up to Ali.
It'll be interesting to see because Ramdean has been more likely to come forward onto his front foot, and Ali has found a spot just short of a good length, and he's getting some bounce from it. He'll also be going over the wicket, so he'll be pushing it across the left-hander. We're not exactly behind to know what sort of movement he's getting, but of course that new ball, the red cherry, normally moves around a lot, and he's getting a strong wind blowing across the left-handed batsman. And he's stuck on the pad. Loud appeal. But I've just probably started outside the leg stump.
Yes, probably just pushed outside leg stump. But as you said, it seemed that he used that breeze to let that ball move into the batsman. And
So
probably would have pitched just outside the line to give him a successful LBW appeal.
So that's the end of the 5th over. 16 runs on the board.
Fatima going steadily here, no real causes of concern yet. Some good pace and aggression by Naparima opening bowlers.
so far. Then the middle class, so I come, you bring the ball for him. That's how I say no, ambush and watch him and used to do. No, I watching captain feeling down with the boundary, fast bowler feeling and slip out kind of madness. I watch him now. He's feeling slipping out kind of thing.
So Mamchan up against Fernandez. Fernandez, this is the first time he'll be facing Mamchan. He's just taking his guard. He's settled as Mamchan's bouncing. And he's pitching right up there.
Very good yoke length delivery there. Fernandez just taking that one out.
Yeah. Mamchan has been living on a fuller length.
He seems to be trying to get the batsman to play and to get them creating more opportunities. Two fielders in the slip quarter, notably Cooper is a bit wider than he was for when Ali was bowling.
Gesturing long leg side. It's the first time he's lost his line. White signal. I don't think he has to do anything different, Mamchan. I think that this batsman, not as much taking the tendency to get forward onto the front foot. I think all he has to do is pitch it up and the edge will be found. He normally brings the ball away from the batsman. And there the batsman getting forward, pushing it out and getting a single. The Fatima fans, they are up in full voice, cheering on their school. Thus far, a pretty decent opening partnership here.
Yes, I must say they look very comfortable. 80 without loss after 5.2 overs. No real chances for the Naparima team as yet. A couple edges that would have gone through the slip cordon, but dropping short of the fielders anyway.
But there was no one there. So Mamchan is going to come around the wicket here. He's going to try to push it into the left-handed batsman. Ramdeen. So changing from over the wicket to right arm around. Just going past the edge.
Seemed to have bowled that delivery a bit slower than the previous ones there and also caught the batsman by surprise.
Yeah, you saw the neck whip back. When the head whips back, you know you're beaten.
He tried to use the similar shot of opening the face, but due to the lack of pace on the ball, unable to run it out with the man in the same gap.
As another Mamchan enters the arena, coming from school. He would have missed his brother. You can't call it a cameo. It's almost a match saving innings of 23. And there's Ramdeen there admonishing himself. A big off on, no edge found. Safely into the hands of the wicketkeeper.
He seemed to be a little bit frustrated with himself there as he walked away and shouted in anger. Not getting the same boundaries as he did last time. Mamchan showing a lot of guys and skill in this over here, using his variations, differing the length and the pace on the ball.
He's also different the angle. You know, he's coming around the wicket this time, mixing it up. Intelligent cricket. Oh, it's a bit in the air.
Run out chance here.
And he's run out there.
Yes.
Brilliant fielding there by Ramdu. And Ramdeen, the pressure building on him there. He wanted to get something on there. He just pushed it down. Good work by the captain, Ramdu. And then he was also smart enough. He didn't shy the wicket. He just beat the fieldsman by running it through. And he's never even grounding.
you saw how relaxed he was because the batsman seemed to have given up before he even reached. He didn't try to slide, he didn't try to ground the bat in. Ram to casually just jogged to the wicket and took the beers off. So.
And Ramdeen there, he cuts a very dismal picture. They say a picture tells 1,000 words.
Disappointed with himself, and just the delivery before, we noted his frustration in not being able to score as freely. So, excellent pressure there by the opening pair as well as the Naparima fielders to get this breakthrough and bring the captain for Fatima to the crease, young Joshua Davis.
So Davis plays his cricket for Queen's Park at the club level. He'll be going to the non-strikers end though. Now Fernandez will have that run out playing in his mind. The ball was played in front of the batsman, so normally it's a batsman's call. Not sure who made that call there. But Fernandez was down the track. And in the modern game, once you break your crease and you're down the track, normally you can't return safely.
Yep, and Ramdeen didn't look to be upset with the other batsman, so most likely it would have been his call. And probably just an error in judgment based on the prowess of Ramdu as a fielder as well.
So So one ball here is coming into Davis. Mamchan, let's see what he has to offer. In fact, he's up against Fernandez there. So that's the end of the sixth over. At the end of 6 overs, it's Fatima 18 for 1. Trying to get to 201, 202 for victory. Replying to 201 from Naparima. They were all out in the 49th over. Looking to continue from the northern end. As we see coming from the northern end, Ali. So Ali will continue from the northern end. He's into his 4th over here. He's already bowled 3 overs, 3 for 6. Good figures.
Yes, certainly a very promising fast bowler here, Ali. Very smooth run up.
A beautiful ball.
Davis watchful, first delivery.
The first delivery he's faced the skipper Davis. He'll know he has to play a captain knocks here. If it's one thing I have against Ali is that he doesn't force the batsman to play as often as he would like. You know, he tries to bowl in that corridor of uncertainty, but with 50 overs to play, a lot of the batsmen just prepare to, in the early overs, to just leave it alone outside the off stump. And just as I said, that he's bang on target there. Davis forward and playing it back to the bowler.
Yeah, I agree. Many of the deliveries, it's a good area for sure, but at the same time, when you're trying to get wickets, you'd also want to vary your bowling, vary your line, your length, so that you can surprise the batsman. Sometimes even a full-up pitch delivery, which would not be ideal on a constant basis, will give you a little differential here.
So it's Ali here. Look at the streaming from the northern end. And this is just a short out. But again, he's getting closer now to the batsman. Sometimes when you're commentating, you think that the players are hearing you because immediately you get a response.
It's always nice to see when they take your advice.
Well, they can't hear us, but you just because immediately he begins to force the batsman to play. On this sort of wicket, you want to force them to play You know?
Yes, especially when you have two slips and using that sort of field setting to
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, it's
You
a
want the batsman to play shots so that you can get the edge.
yeah. You don't want them to be just coming up, pushing their front foot across and leaving it alone.
Yes, because there's certainly more than enough balls remaining for them to see out for reads or allow him to get a bit fatigued and then wait for the bad balls to pounce on. So I think thus far he has certainly attacked the batsman more.
Yeah. This over, he's definitely forced them to play. He's made sure that Davis has had to use his bat. And there again, you see, getting closer to him, forcing him to play that delivery. And again, a drizzle springs up. It seems like this is the bathroom of San Fernando. Really, is almost always falling.
Lots of constant drizzles, but
Yeah.
still good weather. I mean, thankfully we haven't had any disruptions in play. The umpires, initially we were concerned in terms of the intense downpour, but they let everything play and we still have cricket going on.
Yeah. The happy tudder of the ball into the keeper's hand. You know, that's it's always good for a fast bowler to hit that tudder top into the keeper's hand. It gets your tail up. You like to get back quickly to your run up. The adrenaline begins to pump.
I'm sure you're reminiscing on some younger days there.
It's one of the reasons I like to come and commentate on sports. You know, I can't play again, so I just could talk and remember when. And they're short, and he's punching it into the covers. Good work by Ramdu. Good cricket all wrong. Well played, well run, and well fielded. And the keeper doing a good job behind the stumps, and that brings the end to the 7th over. So after 7, Fatima 19 for 1. Sulia Mancham to continue from the supper end. He's going to get into his 4th over. So Davis to face up.
Davis's first delivery from Amchan as well, so interesting to see how this battle ensues here.
And right away, he's up very full. I think it was an attempted Yorker. So a good battle here between bat and ball. Intriguing. The secondary schools cricket league have definitely coughed up a number of intriguing contests this season.
Yeah, I certainly think the competition level has increased and its standard. I mean, over the years, and especially after COVID, I'm sure all of these cricketers would have been rearing and excited to come out, and you could certainly see the passion in their field of play because the constant enthusiasm. I mean, 50 overs is a long time to be out there in the field and then to come out as well, especially for younger persons who might be more interested in just one aspect, batting or bowling. And now you see they are interested in every single thing, more all-rounders developing. People, you have to be able to do everything in the modern game if you really want to be a professional cricketer.
No, definitely. I don't want to harp on and oversing praises, but Mamchan came at number 10. And but he showed that he is no rabbit with a bat. Now he has the ball in his hand. He's up against Davis. And he's bang on target, drawing Davis forward. If it's one thing with him, he's forcing the batsman to play. Every delivery has really been. You have to do something. There's not much deliveries that you've left alone.
Yes, targeting the stumps, getting Davis to play. And from seeing Davis over the last few years, very elegant stroke player, loves to come on the front foot, also very good at hit spin. So that'll be interesting if he lasts until the spinners. So I think Ramdu doing Davis pretty well. He'd want the piece to try and get his wicket cheaply if he can.
And there, a French cut. He was looking to drive from the inside edge of the bat. Could have gone anywhere. So two different styles of bowlers. Fast bowling partnership. One pitching up more, attacking the stump, more of a fuller length. Ali just short of a good length. Yeah. They're both hitting the wicket hard though, and getting that thump into the keeper's glove. Mamchan. Yeah, beautiful shot there by Davis. The ball speeds across the ground and into the fence. Shot of the day for me. Coming off the bat, it looked like a mere push. But then it bisected the two fielders, one of the short extra cover and one at cover, and raced away to the boundary for 4.
Very good time in there from Davis. As I just said, he's one of those proper technical batsmen. So anything within the V's, anything that's slightly over pitch, he would just go through with the motion.
Yeah,
Strong on the drives.
He dissected a Gopal and a Ramdu. Ramdu in a kind of short extra cover region, and Gopal. And they pitching up again. So it brings the over 10 in. So after 8 overs, it's 19. In fact, it's 23 for 1 with the 4. So it's 23 for 1. Fatima responding to Naparima, 201 all out.
Remember in Naparima innings around this same mark, they lost 2 quick wickets in 1 over. So, not to be calling deja vu on the Fatima team, but it was almost identical in terms of the amount of overs bowled as well as the run rate. So, very interested to see how this next passenger play goes.
Yeah, it was a very similar day. Fatima College opening bowlers, they put on a good show as well. Mark from one end, and Ramdeen, the other Ramdeen, from the other end. And he's guiding it away there. Not quite sure if the two Ramdeens for Fatima are related. I will find out. I'm hearing that they are brothers, but I want to, of course, ensure that. Yeah, I don't want to give them give people relatives. So I'll ensure first what's the relation. So it's Ali here streaming in, guiding it there. Davis. And if they are brothers, they will remind me of long ago in my time, the Jan brothers, Asif and Imran. One would have opened the bowling as a medium fast bowler, and one would be a more batsman here, opening the batting with his spinner. See, was I wrong as well? That was a long time ago.
Cricketers of time pass here.
Yeah, yes. But it's Ali here, looking to continue. Fernandez. He's on 7, a very patient 7, watchful, very wide stance.
Compact in his defense. It seems as if with the wide stance he almost has to jump each delivery he plays. Either jump backwards a little bit or step back and across and then jump forward. So, I mean, it's one of those things. To us here it seems a bit unusual, but again, from looking at the Jander Pauls, the Steve Smiths.
I was just about to say that when you watch some of the more prolific batsmen and their stance, this one wouldn't be as strange. Of course, it's all about comfort, and there he's guiding it into the point area. Oh, it's very close. Not out, says the umpire, but good fielding from the man there at the point region. He had one stump to aim at, and he hit it.
Really good pick up and throw there.
This is going to be very close. Look at it here. He's gotten back. He's definitely gotten back. Our camera's in line there, so the umpire would have been in trouble. And he got it wrong, but he got it right. So one more ball for this over. Ali straight to Ramdu. Ramdu threatening to throw down the stumps.
Good strong finish from Ali there.
Yeah, yes, he has finished his 5 overs for 9 runs. This opening partnership have normally taken loads of wickets. I think today would be a very strange day for them. They've been unable to prize out any one of the opposing batsmen. The only wicket coming through the run-out route.
I think that shows the caliber of the Fatima batting lineup as well. And as noted, even before the game started, some touted it as a battle of the top teams in the league right now. So Naparima knew that it wasn't going to be an easy task, and I think they seem to be committed to the overall objective of winning because they're not letting this partnership phase them, or the fact that Davis played an excellent drive just now. They're still working hard at their task, and I'm sure Mancha is going to continue to run in hard here and try to get another breakthrough before the first 10 overs have elapsed.
Yeah, well, it's Davis up against Mamchan here. Some changes in the field. In fact, some changes in the fielding assignment. They brought the athletic Cooper more to the cover region. We know that he can move around. So the two best fieldsmen at the cover and extra cover region, because they know that that's the region that that Davis is going to try to attack. Very familiar with each other. You know, Ramdu also plays his cricket for Queen's Park, so they know each other. Former club cricket. Ramdu also a former Fatima College student, so he'll now be very familiar with Davis.
Yes, and Davis being a predominantly front foot offside player, I'm sure they would try to devise a plan here to use his strengths against him.
Yeah, definitely. So the two fieldsmen in the cover region patrolling. A quick single. Caught on his haunches there. The fieldsman at the fieldsman at the mid-off region. It looked like Dinarine. Yeah, it looked like Dinarine. Darius Dinarine. Just caught on his haunches. And he's not familiar with Davis because just we were saying he's a predominantly front foot offside player. So those in that region from cover to mid-off should be always up because that's the region that he's going to get his majority of scoring in.
Yeah, should be on their toes for sure and walking in with the bowler as we see now.
Fernandez there just playing it out on the onside. His captain almost halfway down the crease. He's raising his hands. He's wondering why he didn't run for it. He said, I've run a whole run because I've come down halfway down the wicket and I've returned safely. Had you taken off, we definitely would have gotten one.
He's having a chat with Fernandez here just to make sure that they're both on the same page because they wouldn't want to give up a next run out so early in the innings.
Yeah.
Fernandez having been relatively set on 7 from 26, faced a lot of deliveries, and by now he should have his eye in and probably seek to expand.
Well, we're in the 10th over. As we get ready, we see two fast bowlers warming up at the outside, Ian Waston and Vinod Mamchan, as they get ready to replace us from the commentary booth end. Both very experienced commentators. They'll probably lift the cricket commentators. They'll probably lift the momentum and the level of the commentary. You know, as they warm up their vocals. But remember, why do you warm up their vocals? To come to the Naparima party. Could you give us some of the details again?
Yes, thank you for that reminder as well. So Naparima is all-inclusive this Sunday, 4 p.m. San Fernando Hill. Tickets at Naparima College, Villini's Drugstore, Offside Restaurant and Bar.
Flashing outside the off stump there was Fernandez. Lucky not to get a nick. Now this is the 5th over of a fast bowler spell. It's normally one of the tough overs. You know, when I was coming up, the Ambrose and Walsh. Yeah, normally, yeah, the 5th over is that over that begins to tell. You know, the initial burst of energy. It has gone through the window. It's not easy to run 40 yards 6 times.
And these two fast bowlers certainly are using the entire run-up of a prominent fast bowler, and I think
well, that's the end of the 5th over, the 10th over. The end of 10 overs. 26 for 1, Fatima. They need 176 more runs to get victory here. Naparima needs 9 wickets, and we introduce and welcome Vinod for the first time today, and Ian Waston rejoins the commentary team.
Thanks a lot, Gordo. Good job with Gordo and Bahadur Singh doing a good job. And Naparima bowlers, as I welcome Ian Waston, doing a good job as well. They haven't allowed Fatima to run away with it. 2.6. That's the run rate at the moment. And the required rate at this point is 4.4. Now in schools cricket and in 50 overs, from the time that required rate goes up over 5 and around 6, it's going to be difficult. And that is when you get injudicious strokes that could then lead to wickets. Good afternoon, Ian. How are you?
Good afternoon, and it's always good when it's cricket on. So, very good afternoon to you too.
Well, there is a change at the northern end. It's going to be Cooper to come in to the attack. He's the brother of Cephas Cooper and Akil Cooper. Akil Cooper would have played for Trinidad and Tobago. Cephas Cooper would have done likewise. He also played for the West Indies. So it's 26 for 1. He comes from a very rich cricketing family. There are 2 other brothers that play as well. One, I think, was featured in the Dream 11 not so long ago. Here's Cooper. Davis is back, clips this away nicely. Should be going back for 2.
Cooper, while he was batting, he played a very good innings. He shared in a 61-run partnership with his captain, Kyle Ramdu, taking Naparima from a precarious position, 23 for 3, into a measure of safety to 84 for 4. Now he has to do the job with the ball as well.
He did very well in his last game against Shiva Boys, where he bowled 10 overs, took 2 for 11. So you will need that sort of performance again here today.
Excellent figures. See, Raul Ali got off, came from 111 not out to come out not out again today.
Shot on the pad, there's a lot of pace gone! Davis pushing half forward, and Naparima College, they have grabbed their second wicket. That was a big one, and that's the end of Davis for 9.
Very big one, and again, good change, good introduction of Cooper.
There's the replay, and I think what's proved to be his undoing there was that he was half cocked. Now we don't have the benefit of seeing straight down the track. but so we can't really judge it. But judging from what we saw, being half cocked, I think that would have done him there on that occasion. We can't tell for sure, but the umpire's decision is final. 28 for 2.
Davis, as you mentioned, just pushing half forward, not forward enough. That stride wasn't, it was just a half stride coming forward.
The new batsman is Zachary Siwa. This is going to be an important passage of play because Zachary Siwa is about one of the best batsmen on the Fatima team. He got 98 in the first game. He's on the national and the 19 team that's playing in the Premiership too as well. So this is a very important passage of play here.
Yes, and just like in the first innings when Naparima batted, the captain came to the rescue, aided by Cooper. Now you're seeing Fatima having their own star player, Siwa. He did the work with the ball earlier. Now he's needed to come to the party with a bat as well.
But there's a bit of history between these two teams. A couple of years ago, Naparima College were the South champions in the under 14, and Fatima were the North champions on this Naparima team remaining from. Well, and Fatima actually won the national title, defeating Naparima in the finals with Zachary Siwa at the star of that game. Now, for Naparima College, two players remain from that team. That's Jonathan Ramnarees and Liam Mamchan, who was the captain at the time. And for Fatima, Davis is still there, and also, of course, Siwa. So there's some history between these two great schools.
Pride of the North versus the Pride of the South. Fatima and Naparima. Cephas Cooper, 1 for 2.
Siwa is back, nice high. Oh, lovely bit of fielding, throwing himself to his left at a backward point, and that was Stefan Katwaru throwing himself there. He was able to cut out a certain boundary. But nice high backlift there by the left-handed Siwa, and that is where you get all your power from. Of course, Brian Lara had the highest backlift.
Yes, Lara's backlift was very high. Some people were saying that it could have been difficult. It would have been difficult for him to defend against Yorkers because of that high backlift.
Yes, that high backlift of Brian Lara reminded me so much of when I used to bat with a very high backlift. I know Ronnie Bikram that would have had some comment. Thankfully, he's not on the mic. Clipped away. There's a chance to run out here. Katwaru was a bit slow on this occasion. He didn't attack the ball. In fact, it's not Katwaru. They're immediately moving out the number 11, who was very, very slow. Zachary Ramjatan, he was very slow to react. I think had Katwaru been there, Naps would have stood a chance. Let's say good evening to, again, you can see he's out of the screen there, but he was a bit slow to react, Ramjatan. So it seems as if the big fast bowler, Mamchan, is going to take one more.
Yes. He will start his 6th over. None for 17.
He's had his opportunities. There was a clear-cut chance that went a begging early on. Here he is. And that's well played. On the front foot. Fernandez always willing and happy to go on the front foot. It's going to be Mamchan to continue. Again on that front foot, push into mid-off. There's a chance here. And the Ryan not able to pick the ball up cleanly. That was pushed very firmly. And Fernandez, it was his call. He called through and Siwa was up the road, but he was running to the danger end.
And that is the importance of running the first on hand and putting the fielder under pressure. That forced the fielder to just panic a little bit, try to get in too quickly, did not gather the ball because he was put under pressure by the batsman. Very important to put the fielders under pressure. He forced them to make a mistake.
Here's Mamchan again. This time a round wicket. And this is clipped away down behind square for one. Bit too short and too straight there, Ian.
Yes, and especially if you're coming around the wicket, it's easier for any batsman, the ball coming into them, as opposed to leaving them.
So the pressure still on here. Fatima losing their second wicket, the all-important wicket of Davis. And the Siwa is in there. Naps would know that if they can get Siwa, they'll be right in the hunt here.
That's the important wicket for them.
Again, they're looking for a single. Another chance here. And the Cooper misses the target. Well backed up by Ramjatan.
So Fatima showing their intentions of running the quick singles, taking some cheeky singles, not wanting to get the Naparima bowlers or the fielders too comfortable.
So the big fast bowler getting his sixth over. I think the plan by Ramdu here was to have Mamchan bowl to Siwa. He wanted to get him to bowl to Siwa. Well, Siwa is on strike now. He's batting outside of his crease to negate any swing. Because as we know, Mamchan swings the ball a lot. This time Siwa is going to swing this around the corner. There's a chance for round at the non-striker's end. And he gets home.
Just a bit of confusion there. Siwa was slow in getting down on the other side, but was able. Let's look at it here. Took off. Non-striker Fernandez took off early. That forced Siwa to get down to the non-striker's end. Signal runs. So that would indicate that he did get on edge.
Probably that is what saved them, because there was a wild swing by Siwa.
Four singles in this over so far.
Fast bowlers for Naps, they've been tight. So it clipped away nicely. That should go for four. That's a lovely shot on the legs, and he just came forward and flicked it away, and that has brought great cheer from the Fatima faithfuls here.
Yes, and not numbering a lot, but they're certainly making their voices heard. That shot beautifully played down to the fine leg region for four. So Fernandez continuing along, he should go on to 14 from 35. Fatima, after 12 overs, are 38 for 2.
Amchan completing his 6 overs, none for 25. And it's going to be Cooper to continue.
Cooper with a wicket in his very first over. 1 for 4. Getting the wicket of Davis for 9. Davis not coming fully forward. And of course the umpire had to oblige. This is Cooper. He's driving, not getting past the mid-off fielder. 1 asking some questions.
Siwa was pushing forward, long forward. So, want Cooper to scalp Siwa here. This one is speeding away down to the mid-wicket boundary. And they are going to take 3. Bit of a weak throw there, but they come back for 3.
So Siwa just getting that down to the mid-wicket region. He would move on to 6 from 6. He shows his intent early in this game, in this innings.
Fernandez has been solid.
Fernandez confidently playing back that along the pitch for the bowler.
Again, Fernandez doing the right thing, coming on to the front foot. At last delivery, you can see Cooper just pulling it back a bit. But he was on the front foot, able to push it away on the offside. Cooper has been good. His 2 overs 1 for 7, and at the end of 13, it seems the score is now what, 41 for 2.
So Cooper doing quite well, drawing the batsman forward, and of course the Fatima batsman coming forward to the spinners, and that's the idea that you want, because we'd have seen some of the Naparima batsmen playing on the back foot to the spinners, which would have caused some problems, and of course because of the state of the pitch earlier, now that the sun has come out and dried off the pitch a bit, the pitch was a bit too paced earlier, and some of the batsmen were forced to play on the back foot because they were not sure when the ball would just come skidding in. But now as the sun has dried the pitch out, it's become a bit easier for batting. It's a change of bowling from the southern end. This is Zachary Ramjatan. That's the new bowler from the southern end, bowling to Siwa.
This is struck down the ground by Siwa. That's a big shot. Goes for 4. He's an aggressive player, Zachary Siwa. They have to be careful with him.
Yes, that was a violent shot from Siwa. One bounce into the boundary, dissected middle, long off and long on, almost perfectly. One bounce into the boundary for 4. Siwa goes on to 10. 45 for 2.
This one goes. That's a huge hit. That's 6. Siwa getting into his game now.
That one was a bit too short from Ramjatan. That was a bit too short. He was able to rock back. Look how short that was.
Yeah, that was the issue there. It was very short. Our cameraman was going one way, had to change and go the other way.
6 runs over mid-wicket. Way too short on that occasion. Needed to pitch it up a bit more. But apparently because he was now driven for 4 with a straight drive, he overcompensated for that one and pushed it too short. The batsman, the bowler, has been unsettled by the batsman. Driven for 4, then you overcompensated bowl it too short and then pull it for 6.
Better delivery this time from Ramjatan, but Siwa is a dangerous player. In no time he has taken his Fatima to 50. They're 51 for 2, and if he stays in there for any length of time, he can take this game away from Naparima College.
Just before you blinked, it just a stroke of 2 shots. 10 runs.
Driving and just past Ramdu. Backed up there by Mamchan.
Very good effort from Mamchan, having just bowled 6 overs. Now being able to get down and save what could be another 4 runs.
Well, he's playing with a hand injury, and his hand was in the firing line there. That was struck firmly. So Fernandez, 14 of 38. Obviously,
Ramjatan would have been happy to be bowling to Fernandez after getting 10 runs from 2 balls, bowling to Siwa.
I think last game he had 4 for 12 against Shiva Boys. So he would want to repeat that sort of performance, or something similar, or even close. It's 1 over going for 11. So Fatima needs 150 again, and I think Naparima College will be thinking to themselves that if they can just break this partnership, they can get right back into it.
Siwa 17 from 11.
That's right up, it's right up, driven away. And that's 1.
So Siwa goes on by 1. He moves on to 18. Fatima 53 for 2, and just 149 runs needed from 215 balls. So no problems there when it comes to run rate.
Nice coming onto that front foot, Fernandez.
Naps would want another wicket, see how quickly they can get rid of Siwa.
And this is swept away around the corner. It's running away into the boundary now for 4. Ramjatan is not the quickest in the field, and that one reached the boundary. He loves to play on that own side as well, Fernandez.
That was a good shot, but let's see how close he got to the ball. I'm not sure if Cooper would be happy with the effort in the field by that, on that delivery.
Better by Cooper.
Cooper just 1 for 12 from 2 overs and 5 balls.
Well fielded. End of 3 from Cooper. He has taken 1 for 12.
So after 15 overs, Fatima 57 for 2. They're going to have some drinks.
So we're back after a short refreshment break, and it's going to be Ramdu, the off spinner, to take up the attack from the southern end. For the Sapa end, Sapa is just around the corner. The South Academy of the Performing Arts. Gordon Pay is veering in that direction. He's looking for it. Ramdu. Oh, that's well fielded at first slip there. Gopal at first slip, diving to his left.
Well driven, well fielded.
So Ramdu would know a lot about these guys. Ramdu is on the national under 19 setup, but plays in the Premiership. So too is Siwa. So some of these guys, they would have knowledge of each other. So you have about 5 of the guys in the national setup playing in that Premiership. That's a good delivery. The chance to run out, and well, Fernandez threw his body in the line there, because that might have gone directly onto the stumps.
Let's look at the replay. It's already halfway down the pitch.
It's a good delivery just past where a second slip would have been. It's running down to the boundary. Sewa beaten there by Ramdu. So both players on 18 now. Drive in. Ali stopping that at cover.
Well stopped.
Struck firmly. Oh, that's good. He had to play a check shot as he was beaten in flight there by Ramdu. He slowed that one up, tossed it up a little more. That's good variation there by Ramdu. A good first over by Kyle Ramdu. And at the end of 16, it's 60 for 2.
I think Ramdu and Cooper would want to bowl in tandem together for the next 8 or 9 overs or so, just to keep Fatima down. If Cooper bowling 3 overs, taking up a wicket, and Ramdu just 3 runs off his opening over. They would want to stay together, get a drive, not getting past the short extra cover fielder.
And nothing passes Ramdu, I can tell you that. He's been absolutely brilliant in that position. Oh, good glove work there by Ramnaris. He was lightning quick.
That was very quick. Remind me of a certain David Williams back in the day.
David Papa Williams. So Cooper continue to apply that pressure.
Cooper and Ramdu can apply pressure on both ends, so that would be a problem for Fatima. Just move on to 1. Move on by 1 run. taking Fernandez. He's on 21 from 19. Fernandez 19 from 47. Reaching for that ball, pushing it back for another dot ball. Cooper getting to his overs quickly. 5 deliveries already, just 2 runs. Another good over from Cooper. 4 overs, 1 for 14. Required run rate 4.24. Fatima needs 140 runs from 190 deliveries. They are 62 for 2 after 17. The sunshine in all its glory. This time it's Siwa getting ready to face skipper Kyle Ramdu. Going on the back foot, pushing it back, not getting past short extra cover fielder.
Getting another chance for a run out here, and a better throw would have had him. Ramdu is telling Cooper he should have shied at the non-strikers end.
Siwa running everything. He gets a chance to.
Here's Ramdu.
Pushing that one upishly into the short mid wicket, but bouncing well ahead in front of him. So Ramdu just the 1 run from the 4 deliveries so far.
Well, Ramdu has created some problems here. Driving down to cover, and Cooper taking his eyes off the ball. Not having a good time in the outfield there, Cooper.
Just a fumble, allowing the batsman to reach comfortably. Brings Siwa on strike. Fernandez is on 20. He moves on to the 20s. Siwa on 22. 64 for 2.
And you'll put Fatima ahead at this point in time. This time it's in the air over Cooper. Nowhere he could have gotten that. He makes quick ground. And coming back for 2 is Siwa. So at the end of the over, the end of it, 66 for 2.
Fatima need a further 136 deliveries from 192 balls. We have lost the sunshine, and the weather has been playing games today. You saw light rain playing hide and seek with the sun. Now we have a slight cloud cover, but no sign of rain at the moment. So Matthew Cooper will continue his 5th over, having bowled 4 overs.
It's going to be Cooper to Fernandez, who has batted well.
good line and like a disciplined bowling performance from Cooper.
Take nothing away from Fatima College though, and this young man Fernandez looking to play as late as possible. Look at his stance and look where he's standing there, Ian. He's batting entirely in his crease.
Yes.
And that tells me that he's reading Cooper off the track. Atwaru misfielding.
The Fatima batsmen continue to put the Naparima fielders under pressure. You're seeing they're not picking up the ball cleanly. Seeing a couple fumbles in the field, and that's if the importance of running hard, your first run hard, getting the fielder under some pressure, putting the fielder under some pressure and having them create mistakes.
Down the ground, straight down the ground. Mamchan giving chase. He puts in the dive, but still can't stop it. And it goes into the boundary for 4.
It was a great effort from the young man, nonetheless. Putting a dive, but let's look at the replay. Driven all the way back past Cooper. Putting the dive, but he couldn't stop that. As I say, once it hit, stays hit.
As well struck by Siwa. Hits the ball very hard. Driving. And the wrong man was in the spot there. That was Ramdu. He's excellent in the field. Ramdu was also a wicket keeper at some point. This time as well struck. Lovely shot there by Siwa. That'll go all the way. In fact, it goes to 4. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4.
So Siwa just spoiling Cooper's figures just a bit. He was 4 overs for 14 runs, and now he's reading 5 overs for 24 runs. Just spoiling his figures a bit with 2 fours, driving. But as a bowler, I would not be too discouraged by conceding 4s driven back. I think you have a potential of setting up a batsman like that.
It's going to be Ramdu to continue. After 19, Fatima on top here. They're 76 for 2. Chasing 202 to win. But Naparima College will think if they can get a wicket or 2 here, they can get back into the contest. Ramdu hasn't been bad. Again, playing uppishly. Time and time again, we have seen Fernandez play the ball uppishly on the onside. I think a straightish short mid-on should be put in place. And feed him there. Feed him on the onside.
Ramdu maintaining the pressure.
Wide.
2 wides. Ramdu none for 9, 2 overs and 2 balls. This one is a bit slower. The earlier one was a bit faster. This one was a lot slower. This one is pitched up.
Oh, well fielded. So,
Ramdu to Siwa. He's varying his pace. That one was a bit slower.
he was asking him. I think what he needs to do is to push mid-off back down, because he loves to go through the offside. Push him right back down to the boundary and float it up. Give him the opportunity to hit against the wind on that side of the ground. And he's doing exactly that. He has pushed long off back, but this is too short. Well fielded there by Ramdu. Brings the over to an end at the end of over number 20. It's 78 for 2 after more comments from Ian Wason. You will be joined by the effervescent Gordon Pair and Keshav Bahadur Singh.
Yes, so it's 20 overs gone, 78 for 2. The run rate just dipping under. Well, they are batting 124 runs to win again. Fernandez 21, Siwa 32. We have lost the sunshine, and the game is evenly poised. But I think Naparima would need to take a wicket as soon as possible.
Excellent job on the commentary there by Vinod and Ian. Fatima seems to be in a very strong position here, 78 for 2, 20.1 overs. Fernandez on 21 from 58 and Siwa 32 from 29. Certainly the more aggressive of the pair. Single there run by Fernandez. Captain Ramdu doesn't look too pleased there. He would surely want to pull back this increase in run rate from Fatima as Cooper is in his 6th over. Looking for next weekend ideally.
Gordon is not just quite ready to join us yet, so
not a problem. Definitely graceful to be in your presence again. So what are your thoughts? Who do you think might have the finishing touch in this game here? Fatima with the upper hand right now, clearly. But
Yeah.
can Naparima pull it back?
yes, I think the bowling of Cooper and Ramdu will have a lot to play. But the batsman, the Fatima batsman, especially Siwa, is putting the batsman under pressure, the fielding team under pressure, and forcing the fielders to make fumbles and mistakes in the field. So that's what Naparima need to guard against. They need to remain focused, keep the composure in the field. Don't panic. Don't let the batsman put you under pressure. Cooper, 6 overs, 25 runs, 1 wicket. Not bad by any means. Ramdu will continue from the southern end, or some say the Supper end.
Supper Skinner Park end.
The Supper Skinner Park end.
Yes, Ramdu definitely has to push through here for a wicket. I think Siwa, when he came in, he changed the momentum of the game entirely, because that 1 over where he had the 4 and the 6 consecutive back-to-back. Momentum certainly shifted in Fatima's favour.
No, not that one. The next is no, the next one. Well, it seems like the game is swinging, definitely the pendulum swinging into the favour of Fatima. They seem to have the momentum. 21 overs gone, and they're on 79 for 2 and looking quite competent. Siwa has come to the wicket and has looked ultra aggressive. He's on 32 from 31 balls. He's looked like a man in form. I heard he scored 80 something plus on the first game.
I think the first game he scored 98,
Oh,
I believe.
or 98,
and he also
alright.
got a 4 wickets haul in that game.
Yeah.
Excellent all-rounder, good upper coming.
Yeah, good all around. His bowling, I was quite impressed with his bowling, and now to see him batting, it's good. But Fernandez, let's not downplay his role in this game. He's been there, he's stuck around, he's kept an end going. He's seen wickets fall around him. One through the run out route, and the other through the LBW away. But he stuck around, so he's playing an important role here as the run rate very manageable, just 4.34. The equation 123 runs from 169 balls, so that as well is very, very manageable. Ramdu, they are inducing the edge, but it's going to run all the way very close to the boundary and into the boundary for 4.